You know, I know I'm the streamer, but I'm having a great time in chat, too. Sometimes I'm just like vibing to Eddie, just looking at the Twitch stream, and I just look over and I see like the timer's over. I'm like, oh. I guess we should probably start the stream or something. Do you want you to stream for you? I've tried that with a literal body double. And, didn't work, sorry. I don't know what it is. You got the dance in you? How large can I make this? I like where I put it. But where are you? I don't even know how to find myself anymore. Well, too bad. Get an AI Shepherd to do it. It's like, it's unreal, dude, how people think AI can replace people anytime soon. I mean, alright, technically you can. It's just, it sucks. Almost every time it sucks. It's better than nothing in most cases, but like, a human is better. Could an AI make this intro scene? Probably. I don't know. What do you think? All right, Eddie. Everyone that is Eddie at Eddie EWI on Twitch and YouTube. This was his stream from 10 days ago. I've got a like. I've got a Eddie, holy shit! This makes my day, dude! Hold on, everyone check this one out! My parasocial recognition. I'm throwing it up there. Hold on. I got a little heart on his comment. Saying that I'd be happy to be a paid shill. He does know me. He hearted my comment and he didn't heart anyone else. He does know me. You don't know. He loves me. The heart proves it. He hearted you so I wouldn't have a melty? I don't know what that means. A meltdown? Notice me! Eddie! I will not be ignored! Alright. I'm gonna start the YouTube stream just so this is here. Idea for a movie. Alright. Setup. Streamer streams a 5-year-old irrelevant game, mildly successful, has a crazed fan who becomes obsessed with them. Crazed fan breaks into the house of the mediocre streamer. Plot twist. Streamer captures them, puts them in a cage. The streamer was the crazy one the whole time! Is this a real story? How do you think I got my Monster Hunter Online subscription? What do I have in the cage? Monster Hunter Rise. It's all... I have Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on a Switch. And you have to 100% both guild cards, including all titles, before you're allowed out. Eddie EWI on his Birdland Instruments new Rad Wind controller. That's at Eddie EWI you have on the background. Check him out again. Again, like the video. Subscribe to him. Send a comment his way. He does deserve it. Thank you, Eddie. Love you. God, I love his music. Okay. When is collab? I got to get brave enough to approach him one day. But I mean, you know, I would love to have like a session where it's like, we talk new rad wind control. I'll be here soon. Fine. I'll show up. There. Is that happy? Does it make you happy? Were you missing me? Where is he? Where is he? I can't see him. I can hear him, but I can't see him.
Overlord,
this is my parasocial recognition donation, SDShepard. Why did my controller stop working? Hold on. How am I even like a streamer? Like nothing ever works. Things used to just work. You remember? Congrats on the Lavaziov kill. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. We had like 1 minute left. All right, hold on. Let me just restart the game. Thank you very much, Dean. Dark Side Shepherd. Can you not see it? Where did it? Hold on. I think it fell. God damn it. Where are you? No, it didn't fall. It's right here. This is the goddamn receiver it's supposed to work with. No, I'm not okay. I haven't been okay for a long time. I just want the game to work. This is now in the VOD. People are going to click on the YouTube VOD and be like, hey, idiot streamer, get your stuff to work. I see it. Not showing up, though. I'll unplug it and I'll plug it back in. Can I have my leftover candy? No, I'm eating it. I really like gummy bears. Still not working. All right, hold on. I'm going to repair it. Come on. I'll unplug you. Fine, I'm going to unplug you. I'm going to... There, you've been unplugged. What do you think about that? Like I'm like negotiating with the control like it's a hostage situation. How many trick-and-treaters were there? I went through 3 boxes of candy. That was 3 pounds of gummy bears. Did I wear the suit? You imagine that however you want, man. How do I... It's like I break everything. Like I'm not allowed nice things. Thoughts on Sword and Shield and Iceborne? I think Perfect Rush is a terrible addition to the weapon, but otherwise I think it's fine. Am I using the controller dock? I have it set up so it's on Bluetooth for one, and it's on the 2.4 gigahertz for the other. All right, we're good now. We're here. We're live. Why is Perfect Rush terrible? It's too strong. I would be fine if it was like the first 3 hits were like really good element, the second hit was really good KO, and the third hit was really good part break. But it shouldn't be the first 3 hits are like, oh, I did a true charge slash. Everything else is fine, but that part is like, that's messed up, dude. Damn, is it satisfying to get off every hit? But like, it's even worse is like the degenerate way to play it is like to just constantly reset the first 3 hits. That's how you want to do it. Why? I only hot 20. Would you just start the game? I'm not gonna judge you for how much you hot. I don't like efficiency, I like fun. I mean, that's fine too. Simon Owen, no slinger, no crotch claw, no honey, no food, no helmet, no pants, Dragon Bone Lance, Latin Americano Nut Dance stream incoming. You like that one, huh? We did earn our helmet back at the very end, which thank God, it would have been very difficult otherwise. We still just barely beat the game. Barely. The final phase of Char is real tough with Lance. And no guard up. That's real hard. And no guard 5. Portable third this week? Oh, is that this week? I'm not going to play it. I mean, I'm almost definitely not going to play it. I mean, I don't know. I guess I might, but I'm not planning on it. It's not the same, Dan. They gave, like... the robot girl, they gave her feet. They gave her shoes. Like, she's not supposed to have them. She's supposed to have, like, I don't know, weird feet. It's all rare steak, man. Sunbreak Sword and Shield is the best version of 5th Gen Sword and Shield if it weren't for Silkbind Shoryugeki, which is super spammable. You know, the Shoryugeki I feel like is almost forgivable. Because it is really fun. I'll say it. I know that's not on brand for me, but that's like one that was actually kind of neat. Because like it had a super long cooldown. I guess maybe in the modern endgame it takes a long time. I spoiled it for you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I thought you would have been caught up. I mean, I earned the hat back like 2 or 3 days ago. And sorry that I finished it. Sorry. How close am I to completing the game? This game. Well, we gotta finish the Ukanlos armor. We gotta kill all the elders in G rank. And then we gotta kill Crimson, and then we can kill White. Was my favorite weapon move in Monster Hunter? Oh, I don't know. Anything that's not bowgun is good. As the years have worn on, I've just gotten more and more annoyed by bowguns. They're good. Like, old crotchety bowguns are good. There's the new bowguns. Like, I sound like a crazy old man. It's like, no, new bowguns, they screwed everything. Got 2 wyvern droppings. That's nice. Potion, mega potion, hot drink, life crystals, wyvern claws, max potions. This looks like I would have had more stuff. Oh, probably mega nutrients. Probably dragon toadstools. Add normal 1 bowgun to the wheel for 1 fight. I would do it, maybe. I can consider it. The whole game? Absolutely not. Oh, let's bring these, like, thaw things. Those are pretty good. Yeah, I mean, the bow feels way more honorable than bowgun in pretty much every capacity. Because, like, you actually have to deal with, like, stamina management. We need 2 stones, I think. Stones are a relatively common drop. There's a chance we can get it on the next one. Last time we were doing this, we were doing a ban request stream. Popular stream. But I gotta admit, I was 2 for 2. I did triple twice. It was very sad. With a bowgun, you have to deal with the pain of playing with a bowgun? You mean you can do insane damage with, like, 0 commitment and complete safety? I don't understand what that means. You have to deal with the shame of using the bowgun. Mind you, I used to love bowgun when it was, like, you know, more about, like, I'm going to apply status utility and do, like, a little bit of extra damage. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. We got guaranteed transcodes in a world where we're now allowed to duo stream and have infinitely better quality on YouTube because of AV1 encoding. Actually stream at a lower bitrate on YouTube than I do on Twitch, and the quality is still better. I don't know if that's going to be Twitch TOS or not. Twitch, you can at me. Let me know. I will say this, I am somehow in some way ineligible for the new partner program because they have me locked into some other contract that keeps me a partner forever. I find that interesting. I don't know how or why that happened. I guess I'll take it. It was a fun challenge, the Hell Wheel. That took a lot longer than I thought. I thought we'd be done Saturday. It's Wednesday. Next time we do it, I'm going to add like another 30 or 40 options to the wheel. Flexing after food should be a toggle. There was actually a mod for flexing after food on Monster Hunter Rise, and it was just a little janky. Yeah. That's another, I mean, there's, you know, you can go down the list of things that make Rise a little bit too easy, but I think that's definitely one of them. How quick and easy it is to heal in that game. It's already quick and easy to heal in World. If I powered through Sunday, it would be done. True, but like, it's not like one day to do nothing. And even still on Sunday, it's when I go to Trader Joe's, which isn't like really a chore so much as it is like a joy, but I do have to go. Stand under the camera. I still think this is a good fight. I don't really like his dig, but that doesn't make it a bad thing. It's a difficult move. That's a little ass. Now I might die. Ugh. I gotta say, Khan is really in the habit of hitting me after I've gotten out of a stun or after I've removed the ice ball. Yeah, I don't understand the instant heal thing in Rise. That does feel unnecessary. I feel like that's him saying, like, hit my face. They're very nearly a max potion, and with some, probably the right armor skills, they probably are almost a full heal. You know? If you got, like, recovery up 3, and you've got all of, like, the auto regen things that are out there, and you've got the gourmet fish, it's probably, like, almost equivalent to a max potion. Use bow guns? I mean, I don't... It's not like I've got like a deep seething hatred of people that use bow guns. I just don't want to use them myself. You do? If I'm doing an SOS and there's like 2 to 3 dudes laying sticky all over the monster and I'm just fighting a training pole, that's annoying. The monster's just not moving. Oh, he just started standing there. That was confusing. Because it's like you're... At a certain point in some of the games, the balance is such that, like, you're just removing the ability for people to even play the game. You know, like, the monster's not moving, the monster's not attacking. You're just like, all right, well, this is a combo trial, I guess. And it's like the combos in World are fun, or the combos in Monster are fun in that, you know, there's just enough input to them that they feel satisfying, but they're also like not hard. They're not like a fighting game. You've got a little bit of timing. You've got, you know, the ability to cancel with certain moves. Ah, he baited me. Look! Should have just blocked it. Gonna block it again. Miss a Canlos? Being kind of a dick right now, but I get it. How were his shot hit zones? Were they actually good? Probably after you break the chest, right? Hard thing is, I think fire shots in this game were not piercing. I guess you could use thunder shot. I mean, he's definitely large enough for Pierce 3 to do something. So I guess that's fun. How tasty do I think the tail is? I don't know, man. All these old, gnarly dragons, like, I know you could eat them, but, like, I just feel like Popo and Aptonoff are probably, like, the tastier things. Is the first episode of that Dungeon Meshi anime out yet? It's probably going to get a lot more people talking about eating animals. No? Not out yet. Soon, though, right? Watch Free Run. What is Free Run on? Is it on High Dive? Is it on Hulu? Is it on internet? I hate being such a corporate scum overlord. It's just like... It's nice when you can just click the button and then it's like... I heard the Astro Boy reboot is real good. Seems like there's a lot of things people are enjoying this season, which is nice. Felt like the Idol anime was the only decent one last season, or the summer, I guess. Do I have Razor Sharp? I do. Remembers borrowing bootleg anime from your friends? Bro, I had like the entire Adult Swim run of Cowboy Bebop on VHS, and I let somebody borrow them and they never gave them back. I will hold that grudge until the day I die. Drive to them? Good reason to hold a grudge. It was my mistake. It was the senior year of elementary school. So, you know how that is. It's a very sophisticated elementary schooler. Realization. Ah, you get it. 5th grade, right? I know, that's weird, huh? Why would somebody say senior year of elementary school? No one says that. We're watching Bebop your senior year of elementary school. It's good, man. I don't understand. Like, I've never gotten a good explanation from anyone. And maybe somebody can help me here. They've, like, quote-unquote redone Cowboy Bebop, and it's, like, in Letterboxd. But, like, I'm assuming they're just, like, cropping stuff, right? There's no way they went and redid all the art so that it's in 16:9 now, right? Does anyone know what they did? It's like I'm mega sus on that. I mean, I know that was the whole point of Dragon Ball Kai or whatever. Lunacid released today. It's on my wish list. I should just buy it, play it. Hot sauce versus Zesty Ranch. Well, you get to see it's made with the pepper. Cold meat. I don't know how you make cold meat in this game. You know, I wonder if that's even less damage. I didn't think to pay attention to that when you watch it on Netflix. I mean, it ultimately will not matter at all, right? It's not going to impact the story in any way, but I just would rather watch it in the full artistic intent. Minty cold meat sounds like a nightmare. I mean, I've had mint jelly on, like, lamb before. It's pretty good. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. I think it's a goofy little thing they do. That is the 5-year partner anniversary. We started streaming on Twitch about 5 years, though. Oh! My face! It's been 15 minutes. It's not too bad. I mean, there's just like 8-year-old Android tablet. They just didn't want to put in the work to get a traditional KT. I guess something that we haven't talked enough on the stream about recently was that recent Ryozo interview, who is like, in a very ominous way, lowering expectations for the next Monster Hunter game. Saying stuff like, the new Monster Hunter game doesn't have to be like Monster Hunter World. And it's like, what do you mean by that, dude? Why would you say that? Why would you ever tell your team, oh no, don't follow the game that finally made Monster Hunter popular in the entire world. Don't do that. Do whatever you want. I mean, it could be better. You know, they always like to experiment with the titles, and like, that's a good thing. But it is like, but what do you mean? You know? Like, we could assume that the budget for sex is going to be more than that of Even World was. Nintendo never wants to do the same thing twice. I mean, New Super Mario Brothers? From what I've seen of Mario Wonder, of course, that one seems very different, but just hit the World 2 would sell in the name alone. I mean, look, I'm not a game developer. I don't know anything about it, but I would 100%, if I was on the board, I'd be like, yo, just call that guy World 2. Just call that Monster Hunter World 2. You know what I mean? That's what I know. I am a firm believer in just adding a number to the end of it. It's not about whether it's a good name or not. It's about whether or not, like, your average consumer can look at it and go, oh, okay. For instance, the Nintendo Wii U, marketing failure in every way because they did not call it the Wii 2. And it didn't bundle the sports game. If they had bundled Wii Sports, it would have sold way better. Wii U was also a bad console? You know, they unfortunately did not, even though they had more time and it wouldn't have been as expensive, they didn't want to reach the parity of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 at the time, right? But, I mean, the Nintendo exclusive games were good. Which is way worse. Well, how are we judging this right now? By performance? How does my Dane... What are you talking about? I'm doing good. How are you doing? I was feeling a little sleepy earlier. Today's my rest day. Poorly marketed, that's what I mean. It should have been the Wii 2. The Wii U conveys nothing. Terrible name. I think they tried to make Wii Sports like a subscription title as well. Helped them finish Freedom United, have the G-Rank Fatalis fights and the Camlos. Well, it's quite a bit of work to get the Fatalis fights loaded up if you don't want to do the event ones. Should the Rise games have been Worlds 2? They're very clearly not World 2. That would have been disingenuous. Looking very bootylicious today. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I mean, people look at the Wii U, they look at the console itself, which looks very nearly identical to the Wii. They look at the little, like, gamepad, I think was its technical name. And they're like, well, I don't need that. I've already got a TV. They see some promotion for, like, this golf game where the golf ball is on the tablet thing and you swing the remote and then that game doesn't even exist. That would have been a completely useless concept, but I remember seeing that being like, dope, I could swing at the golf ball. I enjoyed Zombie U. It's actually probably one of the few games on that console I kind of like. Never finished it. But is this monster? This monster's name is Ucanlo. Tempted to grab Zombie U for your Wii U? You do some, like, scanning stuff. I mean, it's technically got released on other things. The biggest issue now is if you want to play it on PC, you need, like, the Ubisoft app. But for an Ubisoft game, it was fun. It had its moments. Is Ucanlos and Generations Ultimate as well? I want to say no. Wake from 8 used to work in a second-hand tech shop. Most of the consumers assume it is Wii add-on. That's what I mean! Call it a Wii 2. A Super Wii, if you will. What are the chances next game is Nintendo exclusive for a year? Very low. Nothing's impossible, but I'd say it's extremely low. The current, call it copium huffing chatter on the internet is a lot of games coming soon are going to be like full multi-platform, including Switch 2 as well. I mean, we've been down this road before. People are like, there's a new Switch coming! And they're like, we put an OLED on the same 8-year-old Android tablet. So. Morning Kakato, Ola. I would assume Capcom is finally okay with the idea of releasing everything at the same time that it can. And getting that boost of like full multi-platformness. I mean, they definitely sell some extra copies from the Double Dippers. Definitely. If Sex is released at the end of fiscal year, would that be March? Yep. Capcom can capitalize on a massive Destiny player exodus for a sales profit. Dude, the whole reason World was so good was because of the Destiny death. If there's a second Destiny death, that would be awesome. I mean, not, you know, I don't mean that for the Destiny players. If you play and enjoy the game, obviously, I don't want your suffering. But it would be good for Monster Hunter. You just want to play Exoprimal with your homie, but he has an Xbox and your PC. Didn't they add, like, buddies? Does that not work? I thought you could be Capcom buddies for Exoprimal. I thought that was the whole system they added. Recently. I can't believe they would lay off anyone from the Destiny team. I would understand if you wanted to, like, shake things up a little bit, but, like, why would you lay people off? I don't think... Is Destiny on life support? I thought it was still an extremely popular game. Someone help me out here. Like, it's still getting new expansions and stuff. I'm assuming people are still playing. That's the only issue, is, like, it's very easy to exaggerate the death of some games. Some games are well and truly dead. Exoprimal is dead. Breakers is almost dead. Lots of games almost dead, but, like, I mean, Destiny, if you're getting, like, over 10,000 players a day, that's got to be all right. You want Breaker streams? When they add crossplay, we'll do it, man. Tails off, nice. I forget if that means it's an HP thing or not. This is why you need unions, man. If they were unionized at Destiny, like, they would actually have to cut some profits and some CEO salaries rather than just being able to lay everyone off. They'd fire him before that, but then they wouldn't have anyone. That's the whole point of the union. They'd rather that? Well, good. And then they don't make video games anymore. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty pro-union. I'm not saying there's never been cases in history where unions maybe went a little bit too far. And certainly there's most of the legal unions in the country, like, if anything, just like make things, some of them make things worse. Oh no! Wasn't I at full health? 600 defense, man! I'm gonna cry. How is that so much damage? Oh, now I'm scared. Police unions? Yeah, man. I once, I worked marketing at a credit union. And we would routinely, like, I'd have to be the one to field calls from, like, charities and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, dude, like, whenever the policemen's union called in, like, it was 100% felt like I was talking to someone out of, like, the 1940s, like, crime scene. Like, it was insane. Like, they were talking to me like I was paying them protection money. It's like, I'm just donating money to your antique car show. Is Jen in a teacher's union? Technically not, no. She's at a private school, so. Which I just don't understand. Like, I don't know if maybe the guy was goofing around, but like I spoke to him for like at least like 2 or 3 years, and every time it was like, why is this guy talking like he's a gangster? And like, I don't mean like a modern gangster. I seriously, I mean like, you know, he's like, I'm gonna get you with my Chicago typewriter. Stuff like that, you know? Am I in a streamer union? The closest thing you can get to a union as a streamer is be part of a talent agency. As convenient as the Twitch bounty board apps, bounties are, like, Twitch is absolutely, like, taking well over 50% of the proceeds of those things. Absolutely. Agent is my union rep? It's not the same. It's not a union. It's a little difficult, you know? I mean, if you're a performer... Who am I working for? You? Who do I set my demands with? If the agency got big enough, they could definitely do custom negotiations with Twitch. Can I kill a Kappa monster in the grinding lands? No reason not to capture. I don't think the Internet Clown Union... I mean, look, it would help, but it would also be like... The platform would just be like, well, we don't want you. You would need to get a lot of people in it. And that's where I think a talent agency just makes more sense in that regard. Because like, how would a streamer union even work? We're all part of the union. We all decide that we're not going to stream on this day. I guess. You do union strikes. I mean, now that there's multi-platform stuff going on, you could be like, we're just not going to stream on Twitch until they do this. We just stream on YouTube. You know, it's getting to be where there's no major commodity outside of a 7TV home console. And even then, pretty sure you can add it to YouTube anyways. I'll tell you, I mean, it is annoying on Twitch, because I'll tell you, when you get paid from YouTube, it's always the exact split they tell you it's going to be. On Twitch, it's like, this is your split, but also we take out more money because... How do guilds enter this time of pay? Do you want to become my journeyman show hauler? This is my apprentice. They're working on getting their journeyman status. They can only do a mini gapey right now, but we're hoping to get the full-on gape soon. I'm a Grandmaster gaper. Screen Actors Guild? I mean, again, like, so for that sort of stuff, like, those are major one-time projects with productions and things like that. With streaming, you're just like, you're on every day. It's almost like being in the radio. But again, like, the way everything is set up is you're just like an independent contractor. So you would need, I mean, if you could get a massive critical mass of people to join. But what would probably happen is Twitch would just ban you. And they would be like, all right. You know what I mean? They'd be like, fine, you can't stream on our platform. Like, I don't think they would ever negotiate with a union. You would need so many people. And if anything, like, you got so many snakes, they would be like, yes! Other creamers getting banned. Yes! Little sickos. I can move up the channel rankings. You need the whole Twitch royalty? I was saying in the pre-stream chat that, like, I was having a conspiracy theory this morning, and I'm like, why is it... Not all of them, of course, but, like, so many of, like, the large Twitch streamers are, like, so uninteresting? And yet they've got so much numbers, and I think, like, what if... Ooh, we got two! What if Twitch had, like, paid actors that got promoted? And so, like, whenever you went on to their website, these are the same streamers that are always promoted to you. And then when you subscribe to them, Twitch just takes more of the money. And, like, that was the deal. Zerfia. Is that... I don't even know. Is that German? Can we make it?
You.
Was very lucky. That needed a Rajang Claw, which we do have. Needed 5 big wyvern stones, which we did have. 1 more Yamatsukami fluid. We love Yamatsukami. All right, we'll do another one. I actually do like him. He's a funny. Ooh, my money. What's so great about the Canless set? It gives us ESP and sharpness +1. In theory, Razor Sharp might be better, but they probably work out to be about the same. ESP is Mind's Eye for boomers. You don't bounce. Gives you DSP. He's still out there, man. I just find it amazing that someone who has existed for so much of their life off the generosity of their fans seems to have such intense disdain for said fans. Like, that's funny, right? Like, in a way, it's funny. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. It's funny, but also understandable. I'm sure his chat is probably pretty tough. I mean, I don't know. I assume. He's canceled those last 2 streams? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. It could be a bit. I would believe it's a bit. It's not a bit. He's unhinged. He'll be streaming while the oceans boil away. We're talking about DSP. He did eventually get banned from Twitch. I don't know why. I don't know what he did to do that. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. They want me to do some sort of like show hole activity starting tomorrow or Friday. And I'm not going to do it because like it's very like, okay, I might get some free stuff, but it's like to get anything that would matter, I would need 2,000 subs. No, Nafudis, if you could send them to me, I'd like to look at them. I posted the link yesterday, Dean. It's like some like, it's like September, except it's something like after 2,000 subs, which is like the monetary equivalent of $10,000. They'll give you like a $500 gift card for like flights. like, I don't know, man. I just like, I don't even want to turn it on because like you got to have like an overlay on your screen the whole time. And like, I don't want this stupid overlay on my screen. You know what I mean? Like if I could just turn it on and be like, whatever, it'd be fine. But like you need to have like a little counter up all the time. And then it's like, then you're like, the timing is sus because now like I got to expose all of YouTube to it as well. Like now I'm painfully aware of like YouTube's got to deal with that stuff. If it were a lot better, or if I didn't have to put an overlay on the screen, I would do it. But not with what they're showing. Like I'm good, dude. Give us Nutsuit OnlyFans. You'd get 500 easy. I mean, it's the weird thing is the value proposition. It's like, God, what was it? It was something like 2,000 subs gets you a $500 gift card for like a Delta flight. And then it's something like 3,000 subs gets you a Switch OLED. Like, brother, like, If you've got 3,000 subs and you can't buy your own Switch OLED, like, what are you doing on the platform? So you could charge double ad revenue for sponsored streams if you stream to both Twitch and YouTube. The way it's going on right now is I'm pretty sure any, like, sponsored streams is just going to be taking Twitch only into account. I don't know that for sure, but I'm not saying anything negative to the YouTube viewers. Each individual ones of you are precious, but you know, I mean, at the highest end, like this, you're getting like 50 viewers over there. Like the concurrent viewership isn't really enough for any sponsor to really care about. Most dual streamers have 30 viewers right now, and I'm all the way up to 50 on a good day. Not bad. It's mostly there because, again, it's like relatively effortless, way higher quality VODs. DSP did the JO challenge, but he failed. We suck. No, you guys are good. We love our top streamer. I've been told with a certain degree of confidence that for some reason there's like a top shortage out there. I still don't believe that. Do I still like Twitch? I mean, if it weren't for the chat delay and like the bad chat experience, like YouTube is superior in every way. You've less mandatory ads, way better quality video stream. Like a VOD seeker, you could pause it, rewind, and advance ahead. CassMG has over 2 million subs on YouTube and only gets 30 viewers. How is that possible? Turn up the ads again? I turned the ads on YouTube down to moderate, by the way, after the one guy complained yesterday. Stream the kick to be forced to gamble. If they paid like a lot, like get your bag levels of money, I would consider streaming on Kick. But it has to be enough for me to full on sell out all of my morality. Type of toppings would Monster Hunter Ascend pizza have? You realize that the joke isn't that it's a pizza that is like Monster Hunter Rise. It is simply Monster Hunter Rise inside the box. You didn't mean that kind of top? Oh, I did. It's a top shortage out there. We need to have a collab stream between the incel community and the lonely bottoms. We could bring peace to this country. Not over-exaggerating, you put me up there with Gaijin Hunter? There's a certain degree of irony in that statement, but, you know what, I'll just take the compliment. I mean, you just have to get promoted to the right people. You put there with rage gaping? Thank you. That means so much. Gaijin Hunter is good company. I've got no beef with Gaijin Hunter. Genuinely loves Monster Hunter. He's thoroughly in Final Fantasy XIV retirement, but that's fine. You put me up above Ninja? Thanks, bro. I mean, a PlayStation 5 is just like worse in every other way compared to a Series X. I mean, at this point, though, like, why would you get any of those? Just get a PC. You had some real hate for Gaijin Hunter when he said he liked that world had barely any monsters? I mean, I'm trying to think about what the context of that would have been. I mean, at the end game, there was definitely a while there when the game came out where it felt like we were just fighting the same three elders over and over again. Is that what he meant? I don't buy it. I don't buy the toxic positivity argument. I would way rather have toxic positivity than like actual toxicity. Now, in retrospect, the Rise love is actually kind of unhinged. But at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. He didn't like Iceborne when Shadowhorn filtered him for 27 minutes. I don't know what to say about that. What started a plethora of people doing double streams like a week ago? Twitch changed its stream guidelines at TwitchCon and said you were fully able to stream on both Twitch and YouTube. My guess is they didn't do it because they wanted to. My guess is like they were maybe facing some FTC like anti-competition pressure. Like I would not be surprised if there was like a lawsuit in the background and they just did that in lieu of like taking it to court. Good, get it? Yep. Barely. Yeah, Gate definitely made I Miss Classic Monster Hunter video. There's definitely some annoying gimmicks in World, but and I still definitely love Classic Monster Hunter, but it's kind of insane if anyone has the take of like, oh, I hate World. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. You did not know you can do that? Now you know. Elder Dragon Blood. Do we need Elder Dragon Blood? Not really. What am I going to do with it? We'll get rid of our trash. I mean, here's the deal with Gaijin Hunter. Like, the guy's got a real job and, like, a family and a real life. He is not in any way obligated to be an internet clown, which is probably mentally the best place you could possibly be when it comes to making content. You know what I mean? I mean, even with most modern day game journalists being slightly better at video games, you know, I still think it took World for them to even care about the game because, like, it was just, like, too popular to be ignored. I wonder how many game journalists made it past Pink T-Rex. I need to do Zercher squats? How is that different from a normal squat? Would it be better on my back? Bar resting in your elbows? So like in front of me rather than on my back? Why? They feel better? That sounds like that would kind of hurt your elbows. I mean, all right. I'll give you this, Albino, 100%. Riding is bad for Monster Hunter. I use pads for your elbows? Well, I don't want to have to go and buy a pad. I don't mind the bar in my back. I think he'll stop sucking before he gets to the end. Yep. The thing is, I gotta knock this guy down because I want to drop the bombs on his back. I'm just not a fan, and like, I obviously use it in my play because it's good. But I'm not a fan of anything in Monster Hunter outside of limited traps that give you free combos. Like, you should never be... I mean, outside of, like, hitting a monster and getting a stagger. Rides, wall bangs, whatever monster riding does to another monster, like, it's just not good for the game. Like, I understand it's good for new players to be able to, like, get that free combo, but it's just, like, so bad for the flow. Hello, bearded nutman. I mean, haven't I always had a beard? Regular mounts? Regular mounts, whatever you call the world mounts, although the weapon attacks are cool. Okay, well, I didn't have it when I was 13. If you get a trip by attacking the legs, or occasionally a special stagger like on Glavenus or Anjanov, I'm fine with that. Riz mounts are just, like, embarrassing. Alright, I mean, yeah, okay, yes, there are times, but ever since I've been streaming on Twitch, I've had a beard. Happy hunting? Fake smoke. It wasn't that long ago? Bro, it was like 5 years ago. Is that not long? How old are we? 5 years is not a long time. As much as we complain, I 100% guarantee you this concept of, like, forced down states and sex are going to be, like, even worse. Feel like you're still stuck in 2020? It does feel like we got a little bit of, like, a time paradox going since COVID times, huh? You're happy streamers can multicast? I mean, it's really... It was messed up that there was as much time as there was spent where people, like, couldn't do that. It's been about a year since Twitch said you could stream to, like, TikTok. Well, Nasty Crime Boy, I mean, basically by default, I mod out Claw Stagger. Because it just, that really ruins the flow of the game. My disheveled look and your bone dry humor on your world YouTube vids are the reason you followed the stream on Twitch. No, this is me actually put together. This is me trying. That's not true. I've got my depression beard going on right now. Am I depressed? I had a really good time in Japan over the summer, and I miss a lot of things about it. I mean, you know, am I really depressed? No. It's not like a real depression. Real depression would be a lot worse. But it's still, like, I could be sad. And it's gonna get worse in the winter. It's already cold. It's cold, man. Every day with no sex news is depressing. I still love playing these old games. And even including, I mean, do we consider World an old game? That game is almost 6 years old. Dude, there were so many days. There was at least like 7 to 10 independent days where I just walked down the street, the Dotonbury Street, and went under the Dotonbury Bridge and just drank under it. And that was just wonderful. Never fought old Yama, but Frontier Yama was awful. Things are harder in Frontier. You're gonna make a game that sells millions between now and Q2. Well, I mean, you remember, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna buy the game on release. Beer Goblin? Did I drink a lot of beer? Not really. It's mostly like the cocktails and like the other sort of stuff in cans. I drank the river water. I did. To be clear, I did not drink river water. Damn it! Oh, that always gets me. Apparently, it is going to warm up a little bit. You still remember that one Japan dude recognized you went to Japan for a competition? One Japanese dude that recognized you went to Japan for a competition. Do you mean Virginia? Virginia was in the stream the other day. They didn't just recognize me. They knew what arcade I went to, and then they went there and they said, hey, it's me, Virginia. And I gave him a hug. It's just like, I like going out, but I don't like having to drive to go somewhere. I especially, and I don't think this is a bad opinion, like, if I want to drink, like, I definitely don't want to be driving at all. It's just dangerous, you know what I mean? Like, why are there any bars that you can't walk to? Unless, like, you live in the middle of a city. And even then, like, what's the price? I'm going to go out and get what? Like a $12 beer? So I can drink one? Not get buzzed and then also have to drive home? Not saying I want to get buzzed and drive home. I'm just saying, like, everything about this sucks. You know what I mean? If I had Monster Hunter 6 Team's ears, what is the 3 points they should focus on? They should not listen to Ryozo, and they should actually make it Monster Hunter World 2. That's it. Something about partner anniversary? Do I actually care? It's interesting that I feel like this is the first time I've ever gotten anything from Twitch about being recognized as a partner, and at this point, like, what's the point of Twitch partnership? They give me a worse cut than YouTube does, and I'm also allowed to stream on YouTube at the same time. Explain that to me. That's what I want to know. You pay me less than YouTube. Your video quality is worse than YouTube. All right, occasionally you find me a bounty for Domino's pepperoni cheesy bread. And, like, I'll give it to you. That's pretty great. Savannah, Georgia is great for wanting to drink and walk around. I go down to Savannah every once in a while. I've got family down around there. What if Ryozo meant they wanted to go back to old Monster Hunter? I think he's mostly saying, like, we want them to be creative. I trust them. That being said, like, when I was there, the Japanese bar scene wasn't amazing. Most of the bars I went to were nearly completely empty. Save your gift subs for the weekend? I feel like I'm conditioning everyone to just hold out for Saturdays. Have I got an idea for Saturday yet? I've got at least one idea. Whoa, what was that? Camelos, thank you. Happy anniversary, thank you very much. Does it involve the suit? Not directly. Okay, you're going to bed, good night. Yeah, I mean, we'll have a Canlos armor by the time you check in next time. Are they still afraid of COVID? I think in Japan, they have the impression that it's way easier to get COVID in the bar for some reason. But like the restaurants are packed. Like the streets are packed. Everything is packed. But for some reason, they think they'll get sick if they go to a bar. I don't really understand it either. If that's the worst thing that's going on in Japan, that's obviously not a problem. Oh no, their bar scene could be better. Oh, boo-hoo, woe is me. Terrible country, never go. It's a good question. Does booze actually lower your immune system? Is there something to that? Maybe they know something I don't. Got COVID from a bar in Canada? I mean, all I'm saying is, like, you could have just as easily caught it from a restaurant, though. Greatest monster and final boss? He's technically not the final boss. It'd be either Ucan Lewis or it'd be Big Talus. Fuse does lower. Okay, alright. You know, maybe there's something to it, right? And obviously, like, I'm not saying, like, don't be careful of coronavirus. If there's, like, surges going on, don't go out to bars and probably don't go to restaurants either. Isn't Yama the final boss of Ghost? The village, it's Lunastra. At least she's the final urgent. I don't know what it is online because Dose online streams were like Nano Diver. Got COVID while you were an unemployed hermit? How the hell did you get that? What was the underwater big dragon in Tri called? Dire Morales? Yeah, I haven't gotten my next booster yet. I probably should. Well, hold on. We talking about Cedeus? We talking about Dire Morales? If it's just Tri, I guess it's Cedeus. Stop, don't. Well. Good job, buddy. You guys hearing the fart? I didn't really hear it. Is it quiet? I heard it. Alright, never mind. I missed it. Could be louder. Is that too loud? I'm worried that's too loud. I'm not gonna like bass boost the fart even more. It's already bass boosted. A puffy fart, 4 out of 10? Dude, that is a 10 out of 10 fart. Did I record it myself? I did. This was redeemed ballsack all caps. What are you talking about? What's with the title, by the way? Did you not like Monster Hunter Rise? I mean, that's a whole conversation. I feel like we have this conversation every day. It's alright. I haven't played it since June. Every time I go to look at it under Steam and it says you have not played this game since June, I feel pretty good about it. Sorry, man. You don't have to apologize. Unless you have the last name Ichinose and you worked on the game. Sunbreak was fun for a while. It's just the post-game is like one of the most soul-crushing things I've ever played in my life. And it's like, it's not a, I mean, I don't know, maybe my own disenthusiasm for it has something to do with it. But it's like, it's not even me. It's like, there are nearly double the amount of people in this world that would rather watch me slap a gassy fart dragon around in like a 15-year-old video game that would want to watch me do the newest content in Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. So like, that's just like, that's like objective reality. Deviant farming, if every monster had its own music, would actually be okay. Enjoy the part in the endgame Sunbreak where I use dual blades and Berserk set while spamming the drill move. Great. For several hours. It's great. To be fair, I did stop using the Berserk set eventually. I was mostly using it when I was testing follower data. Portable team games usually played as much as main game team games? You can't compare, like, Worlds to anything else. Portable Third is one of their best-selling games ever. Freedom Unite is the game that made Monster Hunter portable in the first place. Generations was not very popular, even in Japan. Generations Ultimate was also not very popular. It's only really popular by, like, mostly edgy tryhards in the West. Not saying that in a necessarily mega offensive way, but it wasn't a super popular game. I'm talking about GU, not Portable Third, when I said that. It was supposed to be a one-off anniversary title while they worked on World. And World needed more time, so they made Double Cross. I think your redeem request broken. Why no nutsack? Check the store for the redeems. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. GU is the only easily accessible old-gen Monster Hunter. Sure. You're right. No. If there's one great thing that Rise and Sunbreak has done, is it has made it so that you can go back to GU and you don't feel like you're cheating anymore. And that's nice. You can use Adept Dual Blades. You're like, oh, this isn't broken at all. This is almost balanced. Why don't you try Redeem Bathroom? For you is is very nearly the best Monster Hunter game ever. It could arguably be the best Monster Hunter game ever, but the controls and writing existing kind of suck.
Put him in a fucking bench.
It's true. Was it Generations or Generations Ultimate that got us crit boost? That's the skill that needs to be done. I think Weakness Exploit started in Portable Third. That was the Nichinose joint. Rise would be better if they made the whole game in the arena. I prefer old gen armor skills or world armor skills. And the old gen games, you had to make a lot more armor to get all the skills you wanted. In the next gen games, you just need to make the best armor piece. And then you just deco everything in. I don't know. I mean, they keep doubling down on being like, don't worry, we're going to have double the sales. They have one title that is going to be able to sell as much as Resident Evil 4 HD and Street Fighter 6. So, I don't know. If it's not Monster Hunter, if it were all of the Monster Hunters... The 4U version of Weakness Exploit was fine, Smug. I think it's fine. How different would Monster Hunter be if they released a title that was only arena challenge fights? That would be the day, man. That would be it for George in a little bit. The powerhouse would come back together. I think the reason why people like World so much is because it's a pretty game to look at with pretty areas to go through. It's definitely a situation where, like, graphics really do matter. People spend, you know, an hour designing their cat in a character creator. A good hit stop. Everything just feels good in that game. Good feeling game. The rumble is done really well. I know that sounds like maybe dumb, but, like, the force feedback actually gives you, like, valuable information. You know, the ease of World SOS was great. I mean, the only thing holding it back at all was, like, the cutscenes. I'm not talking about the quality of the controller rumble. I mean, like, the controller rumbles and gives you valuable information. Like, I can't think of many other games that ever do that. Other than, like, some games will rumble a lot if you're about to die. An arena-only game would have gacha for builds. What content creator are you getting this from? Is there some Reddit post or something where somebody's like, this is what the next Monster Hunter game is going to be? You have to play with rumble off? Every time you go up a charge level in Greatsword, it gives you a little rumble. Feels great. Monsters are super spongy in World? That is not true. If you're in a Dragon Bone only weapon challenge, I would agree with you. The monsters are not spongy in World, dude. They just die. I don't know. Maybe you're talking to the world's strongest warrior right now, but this is not a hard game. Iceborne? I don't want to say you're playing it wrong, because I'm not going to be here to tell you how to play the game you bought with your own money. But There's definitely, you know, most fights shouldn't be going longer than 15 minutes, even on the first playthrough. Even with defender weapons, which shouldn't ever be considered, or like the base 4 weapons, like it shouldn't be more than 15 minutes. The average monster life in world varies between 20,000 and 25,000 health. Well, we don't have blood the same way we used to, indicating like the damage on a hit zone. They need to have damage numbers. Just tenderize? Depends on the monster whether tenderizing is helpful or not. Some monsters it doesn't even really matter. Like if you've got Namiel in the dry state, like unless you're going full weakness exploit, which you probably are, but if you aren't, you don't even have to really worry about tenderizing them. That's my conspiracy theory, is they removed the blood because of China and Germany. Yes, I blame Germany. I assume the next game is going to be about the same. Always Germany. I could just as easily blame China, but I'm pro CCP, so... HR50 Kieran, I wonder if it's still a problem for newbies. The game automatically clears HR50 Kieran for you now. You can't even fight him anymore. Well, you might be able to if you don't talk to anyone. I guess if you don't buy Iceborne, maybe they don't auto-clear it for you. Are there any mods that get rid of the world damage numbers? It's in the settings. It's literally a setting that you can just adjust. The last game Yama was in? I think so. We good? I think we're good. I hope we can actually clear it. All right. We'll try and finish the quest. We've only got 10 minutes left. I should have paused the game. The game was not paused. So I don't know if we're going to kill him or not. We'll go until we die again. NA infrastructure, I apologize. It's probably a new YouTube stream. I should probably check that, actually. Hold on. Hold on, YouTubes. You're probably... Are you dead? Stream finished. Where's my new live stream? Is this it? It says I'm live. Am I really, though? There's one sad thing about YouTube streaming is... You need to have the page already up before you can go live. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to stop this. Start this. See if it works. I'm just going to be like smashing everyone's... I mean, you need to like go into the... Are we back on YouTube though? That's what I want to know. See, I can't see it on my end. Am I creaming? But am I creaming on YouTube? I don't think I am. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm trying to fix it. Stream died after I got the Belgium question? It was a very suspicious question, wasn't it? There we go. All right, we're good now. We're back. Welcome back, YouTubes. Okay. All right. No. Hopefully we have enough time to kill him. I was straight up just standing there for like 10 minutes. That's not good. What else isn't good is my internet dying. That makes me sad. Ooh, I get so mad. Oh. I gotta take a day off and go to like the AT&T headquarters in my state and be like, what are you guys doing? You're supposed to install fiber. They did all this work. Like, they did presumably tens of thousands of dollars of work laying out fiber cable, and it hasn't been connected yet. Why did they get paid all that money? Why did they spend all that money? I know they got money from the government to do it. They got held up by the highway builders. Let's not like quadruple the rage, okay? I pay for the most expensive internet package as well. I pay $120 a month for just internet. It's the only thing I'm subscribed to. The most clown thing is they sell a business grade internet, but it doesn't even give you like a guarantee of service. 18 got in big trouble telling people they're getting fiber internet, but got them regular service. That's what happened to my father-in-law. He got told he was getting fiber and it wasn't. You have fiber cables hooked here as well, but no one's hooked up to it. Do you mind saying where that is? At least what state you're in? My guess is they cheaped out, they subcontracted out a ton of, like, subcontractors that weren't licensed, and, like, I wouldn't be surprised if 50% of the fiber lines laid aren't usable. North Carolina? Jesus. Well, I'm in Connecticut, and it's not working up here. And they tore up a whole bunch of road, and, like, delayed a whole bunch of people going around. Why is it every other country in the world has, like, fiber everywhere, and, like, people don't even think about it? They didn't turn anything on until all of the areas were connected. Like, what does that mean? We gotta wait till, like, every single person is hooked up to the node before we can turn it on? Like the whole neighborhood? Or like the whole town? The whole zip code? You had to wait ages to get it in UK? I still can't get it! You should just ask just to run the fiber cable over yourself, Amma. Just run an Ethernet cable. They told me it was going to be done in February of this year. Like, don't worry, we'll be ready to go. For me, it's not even the price. Like, I would pay double what I have if it meant I would never have a service drop ever again. Because it just sharts all over the stream. Everyone just leaves, and I don't blame them for leaving. Oh, my streamer died. I guess I'll watch something else. Or I'll go read some dojins. Let's see how this looks. I bet this is going to look amazing. No, it just died again. Hold on. I'm going to reduce the bit rate everywhere. No. YouTube's dead. Twitch is dying. I'm just going to go. I am leaving. I love you. I am booking a ticket out of the country. Goodbye. Leaving. Love you. Booking a ticket out of the country.